Welcome back in, everybody. Just kind of a chill night tonight. Don't really have anything in the way of big plans. Just gonna do runs on a few different random roguelikes, switching over whenever I feel like it. While I let the poll run to see what people are interested in seeing more of. Starting off tonight with some runs of Witching Stone, which is a really cool little indie roguelike game that is kind of a match 3, sort of a puzzle and dragon sort of deal. It's really cool and the soundtrack's great, so I want to show it off. First off, you have these characters. You start out with only this one unlocked, and you unlock more as time goes on. I haven't played a ton of it, just a few runs so far. You've got this character who's the druid, who does just kind of like... She's your Mario. She kind of does a little bit of everything, does kind of whatever. Doesn't really have much in the way of gimmicks to herself. You've got this character, the witch, who focuses on... She kind of has a unique resource in these soul gems that she generates with some of her spells and consumes with others, and each one heals her. Because of that, she has a lot less in the way of other defensive options, kind of doing sort of a regen style of play. And then you've got Airfin here, who is the cat girl, who is kind of the berserker of the group. She has probably the least in the way of defense, does a lot of things that generate these daggers that are just straight up damage, and generally has kind of a rush down play style. I'm trying to get a win with Ceridwen right now, and I probably ill-advisedly am trying to do it with this set of starting spells. Also, yeah, if anyone's in chat at any point, please let me know if sound balance is fine. I had to add a bunch of gain because for my PC games, I tend to like to lower their sound a lot because I often have things in the background, so if the sound is too low... Oh, game is a bit loud. All right, I added too much of a gain then. Fix that real quick. How about now? Okay, and I will leave it, because this part is a little bit quieter than when the actual gameplay starts, so I'll leave a little bit of room for it to bump up a bit. Okay, and one of the other things about this game is that it kind of has more of a modular difficulty setting than something like your Slay the Spires. Basically, you have these modifiers that you're randomly given. You can re-roll. I'm not entirely sure how the re-rolls respawn. I think you get them after you win a run or fail a certain number of them. And basically, in order to actually be able to beat the game, you have to be at a rank of +2 at least. You'll get this "something stirs beneath the earth" message that lets you know you're going to be able to do the final act. I'm absolutely not doing this, especially not when I'm streaming it. That seems awful. The problem is, with that, I can't actually get to -2, so I'm gonna reroll. Oh. That's a hell of a modifier. Let's see. Sure, we can do these. That may be a mistake. We'll find out. And yeah, the story of that is basically you use mana to cast spells. This forest has been being weird. And you're going off to find out why. This dev is very much a fan of Toho, and it's very obvious in a few different ways. So the system you have here is you've got your spell book, you always have 2 starting spells, and then you have a certain number of slots you can upgrade to get 2 more as the game goes on. And you've got this map that you're trying to traverse. You're trying to get to the boss. These are each encounters. These are chests that contain badges, which badges are these things that you equip to your spells that modify them in some way. I got this one from this modifier here that you have to equip, and it damages me. That's why it's cursed. These are more spells that you can get. This is healing. These are permanent upgrades of things like how much mana you get per turn, what spells you have, and these are shops. So the way this game works is you've got your gem grid here, and you have the different incantations for each of your spells. And in order to cast your spells, you have this much mana to work with. By default, you start with 5, and that's how many spaces you can move along the grid. And the ones highlighted are the ones that start a spell. So in order to, for example, cast Channel, I have to pass by green and then yellow. If you'll note, the order matters. Starting on this yellow didn't light this one. You can cast as many spells as you can pass by in that order. I don't have any soul gems, so I can't actually do this one yet. But if I had 2 soul gems, I could do red, green, soul gem, yellow, and cast both of them. So for right now, with the way this deck works, really my only option is to just start with a channel. And this one has cooldown, which means I can't cast it. I can only cast it every other turn. So this turn, my only real option is to cast Crystal Bell. One thing, especially with this modifier, is you also kind of want to spend mana to clear out colors that you're not going to use. Because, like any match 3, it'll drop down, and eventually you'll end up without any colors of things that you care about. And you can only store up to a certain amount of mana, so you kind of want to make sure... I could, like, if I thought I needed it, save... This will tell you how much mana you'll get next turn. I could just do this to maximize it, but after this, the only option I'll have is Channel anyway, so it's whatever. I want to get rid of as many off-color gems as I can. And unfortunately, the beginning of this spell set is actually really hard, because you don't actually have any direct damage spells. You just have the ability to summon this little guy, and he'll just do 2 damage a turn. And other than that, my goal is to cast Channel every other turn and hope that 2 regen is enough. Honestly, I should probably stop being stubborn and stop trying to use this this set of starting spells. As much as I like it, it's hard to get a run going with this. For what I hope are obvious reasons. The nice thing about the soul gems is that they do get used at the end. If you have some left over, you'll automatically heal off of them. Alright, let's hope this is something useful. This one's a little tough. This one is harder to cast because 4 of one color can be hard to maintain. It has cooldown, which means you can only cast it once every other turn, and Death Knell means that even if it's on cooldown, I think, it'll get cast every time you kill an enemy, which I'm not particularly good at the moment. But eventually Death Knell can lead to some really funny builds. Reap, however, is a bit easier to cast. 4 is still kind of on the hard side, but it does 3 to all enemies and adds a bunch of soul gems, which is nice. Barrage means hits all enemies. Exhaust, though, is like this Crimson Bell. Exhaust means you can only cast it once per fight. So, once I cast this, I'm kind of SOL, much like I am already, but I am 3 damage to everything ahead with a bunch of soul gems. I think for now I'm going to go with Reap in the hopes that this will help me clear out some of the early encounters a little bit easier while I get a run going. This one's also pretty hard. So Frost is you reduce enemies' attack by 1 for each stack of Frost, which is very good, and Barrage on the Reap will stack that with everything. The problem is that's only once, so once again it's a very front-forwarded, like, Alpha Strike sort of deal. And a decent number of enemies don't really attack much until turn 2 anyway. That is, it says it deals -1 damage, but Leech is +1 damage, so it's damage neutral, and you heal 1 for each enemy you hit, as long as it's not excess, which is also really good. Not super great on Reap, but I think I'm going to go with this because I think it's better on Reap than Ice Cream is at the moment. And actually, I am going to... yeah. One cool thing about how badges work, each spell can equip 2 badges, and the order matters. So you see that I did the... added the Leech. If I put it in this way, this is not applying to the Leech because it doesn't exist yet, so that other values +1 doesn't get applied to the Leech. But if I put it here, I Leech 2, which will help counteract the one-time pain that the book gives me. Still have a slot left in my spellbook. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, right. The board is the same, so I don't have any yellow. That really sucks. So, what that just did is silenced my Crimson Bell, so I can't summon my Imp this turn. Channel's on... so there's literally nothing I can do this turn. Chat, I think we may be boned. And I don't know if I can get both a channel and Reap going. Well, I think Reap is more important right now, so... Oh, no, I'm a genius. And also, you'll see that the order you cast them matters. Alright. Well... I'm just going to heal 5. Both of them. Adding 2 more will let them heal, which is kind of nice because I think those will still go away at the end, which will refresh the board a little bit. And then, so I'll get the 2 more for 2 extra healing after the fight. I was really hoping for an attack spell that didn't require soul gems, but Shadow Shock is good. So let's see. Green, red, yellow. Yeah, I can't get to red. Actually, don't think I can. Okay, I can do it. Wait, does that... Oh! That... I never thought about that. Okay. So, normally, Reap is +1 soul gem per enemy, but since this is +1 to all other values, that includes how many you get per enemy. Okay. Reap was actually amazing. You know what? Just a second. Wasn't sure what... Oop, that's not... There. I am once again in the way of UI elements, so down here. Here's an upgrade shrine. This is tough. I actually think with the modifiers I have, generally I kind of go with knowledge because with the way this game works, having more spells just means more you can do in any given turn, and like for each spell in your book, each gem on the board is more valuable because you can do more things with it. And, you know, for example, if I had a spell that was just red, yellow, yellow, I would always cast it and Reap at the same time. So stacking more spells is just kind of very powerful. But with this modifier, I want to be able to clear more stones, and I really need to be able to do Reap and Channel turn 1 if I can. So I think I'm actually going to go with Adrenaline. And this is a shop. Cute squirrel girl. So the currency are these acorns. You get 1 for each fight you win. Generally, everything costs 3. They sell spells, which I'm not going to buy one because I don't have any new slots. I could replace something. But I don't think any of these are worth replacing anything with right now. They also sell badges. Not a fan of any of these for these builds. Reagent can do silly things, but I definitely don't want to double pain. And I don't have any other badges to work with it right now, so I'll save my money. The fights are tiered by difficulty. There's the green, there's yellow, and then there's these red ones, which are the hardest. I'm going to do this one first because it gives me the option to use the campfire and get a permanent upgrade. Yeah, let's go with that. Man, this is an incredibly risky but also fairly powerful setup. Oh, I don't have any red. That sucks. Yeah, I don't need to worry about Crimson Bell, because this'll kill. I don't think I want Adrenaline Plus, especially not over Knowledge. I was going to if there was, so there's 4 options and it picks 3 every time you get an upgrade. There's 5 options, excuse me. There's +1 mana per turn, start with +2 mana, maximum mana storage, health, spellbook. And begin combat. There are 6, so it's 3 out of 6 every time. I'll grab that. Still don't know if I want any of these. So the Steel Imp is just 2 damage, but it's in front, so it'll take hits for me. Which is nice, but a spell that exhausts, and unless I have some way of defending it, it just kind of dies a lot of the time. Which, that is +6 health, but a lot of spells are worth more than +6 health. Freeze Imp does 1 damage and 1 freeze, which is honestly pretty weak. It only hits things in front. 1 damage is pretty negligible. And if the thing in front is not attacking, the freeze does nothing. Fel Shield is pretty nice. It also runs afoul of the problem of being another cooldown spell. Let's see. He's not actually doing anything this turn, so let's actually spend this. Clear these out. What this does is it shows you what the boss will be. I haven't played this enough to really be able to do a good job of crafting my deck around what the boss is, but it is nice to know. I'm generally not a fan of all values -1. The numbers are small enough that generally that's a pretty big hit to functionality. Clear Stone is just kind of a wild, so that can be nice if it's something that has like a non-numeric effect. Like honestly, taking that and putting it on Crimson Bell wouldn't be bad. That might be the play here, because this doesn't actually have any numbers associated, so that -1 doesn't actually do anything. This is Power, which is your attack increases by 1. I'm casting Reap turn 1, and like +1 damage on Shadow Shock is nice, but not really my main strategy. So I think this might be actually the rare time I take White Spirits. I do have room for a spell. I don't think this is considered a normal gem, so Reagent won't do anything there. I could just pick up Reagent in case I get something that's super useful in the future. I do not like Pristine. All of those benefits I was talking about earlier, where you can, as long as you do them in the right order, you can do whatever you want, go out the window with Pristine. You have to cast the spell in order with nothing in between. More often than not, that is a major downside. The only time I'm ever fine with putting Pristine on a spell is if it has some alternate cast method like Death Knell. For the record, these little ribbons, red ribbon means that you beat Act 3 with it, purple means you beat the game with it. So despite what I'm saying, I did get value out of this in my one run to beat the game, but that was on a Death Knell spell. It might be worth taking Steel Bell just to hedge my bets. Like, it's not super great, but if it takes a few hits for me early game until I get something running, it's probably worth it. Oh, yes. And you get cute little conversations at the campfire between the characters. And yeah, camps let you heal for 30% of your max health. But I'm full health, so boss time. Alright. This is kind of an awkward board. But that +2 starting mana comes in clutch. So this is this boss's special mechanic. It creates basically a little trap here that if I don't clear it, I get hit for 3 at the end of the turn. Yeah, I'm probably just not going to be able to cast Shadow Shock. Oh yeah, another mechanic is that if you fulfill the requirements to cast 2 different spells at the same time, they get this question mark underline, which means that they will cast in a random order. Oh, and this arrow on an enemy means that they have a reaction ability. So this enemy will, once per turn, if they take damage, add one of those flowers to the board. So I have a lot to deal with this turn. This bell means that it's just going to summon another Wither Rose. So it's giving me a little bit of a reprieve. I have a chance to just kind of clear out some of these that I don't need, so that I don't get out of it. Let's see. Sure, get a couple more of these. Honestly, you know what? I'm not going to cast Channel. I have plenty of soul gems. I'm at full health. I'd actually rather not clog up the board with more of them right now. Save the mana. I'll just cast Shadow Shock, kill this, and let my minions deal a little bit more damage to Alrune. And by save my mana, I mean go over here and clear out this board. It doesn't really matter right now, but one thing I did learn is that even if I finish the fight here, these will still go off and can kill you after the fight ends. You get full healed after everything is resolved, so I don't really care right now. I'll just finish her off, but thing to keep in mind, that is a thing that has happened, and it sucks. That's Act 1. Yeah, definitely going this way first for the 2 upgrades. This guy sucks. This partition means that it will just cover either a row or a column with rocks that you can't pass by. It's awful. like so. Also, he just does a lot of damage. 4 damage per turn is a lot, especially when your defensive options might be kind of blocked off by the rocks. Oh, of course. Come on. His attacks are aimless, so it could have hit any of us, and I would have really rather hit anyone but me, honestly. Man, still hoping for +1 mana per turn. That would be really nice, but let's just finish off my spellbook. You can take each upgrade twice. Hey, Chayla. There we go. Yeah, well, that's what I'm looking for. I tend to... With this build, it might be a better idea to take than most times, but I tend to kind of undervalue Vitality. 5 health just feels less good than most of these other things that let me do more things more powerfully. Yeah, let's get access to healing first. You're not wrong. I do say that a lot. So yeah, enemies can do things like status effects. This means if I use this gem, it deals 2 damage to me. But luckily I don't need to use either of them. What Muddle does is it randomizes the gems needed to cast spells, which is actually not awful in this situation because it means I get to actually profitably use these blue ones. Also, if anyone has any questions about how any of this works or I'm going too fast or something, please let me know. I know I tend to talk kind of fast. Also, you know what? Let's continue changing this up. Let's, you know, trying to find a good place for the chat. It's a little hard to see, but I think this might be better. Tonight's stream is going to be very scuffed and experimental. So I have a choice here. This one is just solid. It just adds 2 damage to whatever you do and makes it so it always hits the front target, which is that's the default behavior anyway. It would mostly, if I was to like put it on this, it would overwrite Barrage, which would be a bad thing. If I put it on Shadow Shock, though, that's just 2 free damage, which is very nice. The Grabber is a little more interesting. It only adds 1 damage, but it hits the thing in the back and tries to pull it forward, which most enemy formations don't really try to do too much with putting, like, the weak thing in the back, but they do more often than not. I'm gonna do probably the dumb thing and prioritize a thing I don't have a badge on and take the Grabber and see how that works. These are the same. They both lead to the spell and boss, so let's go here. That being the only green kind of sucks. I don't get to cast Channel here, but I think that's fine. See, and here's kind of where the issue comes. If I hadn't been using Hook Longshot, the Shadow Shock would have killed the Danger Noodle. But as it is, it's going to hit this guy, pull him forward, and then my summons are going to hit him instead, and nothing is going to die this turn. But I still think it's better to get that going, because that also saves me a damage, because it'll apply a freeze to him. Well, guess I don't get to channel. Alright, I managed to deftly avoid the burning soul gems. Oh, I have a choice between 2 very different strategies here. These are both upgraded versions of spells I already have. Plague Imp applies poison. And would allow me to replace one of my summons if it dies. As fun as that sounds, I think if I didn't have an empty slot, I would get this and replace the Crimson Bell. But because I do have a slot, I think I just kind of want to go for the more damage and chill. And that's a place where this build, Reap is great when there's multiple enemies, less so when there's one. Yeah, I mean, it kind of is. I'm comparing it, like, it definitely has some match 3 mechanics. It works kind of in the same way. It's just you have the mana to determine how far you can go. And as fun as it is to try and catch everything, I have lethal. And before I go up and see what this is, let's just fight this guy and see what happens. Also, if any of you know anything about Toho, this is a Toho. This dev's other game is literally a Toho Vampire Survivors-like that I haven't actually tried yet, despite having picked it up a while ago. Let's see. Red, yellow, red. And get rid of the blue for good measure. No red. That kind of sucks. So Frozen is... it has a number. You have to clear this many gems adjacent to it to get access to it again. Just you wait. There's going to be Toho on this stream at some point. Yeah. So, I want to make sure, actually, that I get Shadow Shock first, because I want to pull Totally Not Cherno here forward and hit her with the Shadow Blast. I do have 2 mana left, so I guess I can do a channel too. There is... you're right, there is that new one coming out. Have to show you all my rusty bullet hell ass. Okay. Yep, it's a full-on Zune-developed bullet hell that he has basically said he wanted to do even with fewer gimmicks than his recent bullet hell games have had, kind of a return to form, I think is what he said. So these are both interesting. I could replace Channel with Conjure. It's 1 less Soul Gem. But with Reap, I'm generally not hurting for Soul Gems, except for in longer fights, where that could be a problem. But 2 armor is pretty good. Bolster only targets summons, so it does nothing turn 1. But if I have 2 summons out, that's 6 power I'm adding. for that turn. And healing my summons is pretty good. I think I'm gonna try this. The question is then, what do I get rid of? Because I obviously want to have both summons still if I'm going to use Bolster. You know, actually, let's see what this spell is before I buy anything. I don't particularly like either of these. Engine is cute, so the idea is it refreshes itself, basically, and you can cast it as many times as you can cast it in one turn. It's not really the strategy I'm going for. I don't want to use all my soul gems on Engine. And yeah, I know, I'll get them back if I cast it, but still. Like, that might be better than Shadow Shock. But probably not. Conflagrate's a no-go. I don't have any way to set stones on fire. I don't want stones on fire. 4 damage for kind of an awkward casting. Like, it would be nice to have an attack that doesn't require soul gems, but I don't think this is it. So if I was going to get rid of anything for Bolster, it would probably be Shadow Shock or Shadow Blast. And in this case, it would probably be Shadow Shock, because once I'm done casting these 3 spells, I don't have a ton of use for my mana anyway. I'm going to try it. Stick this on Shadow Blast. No, not Yay Fire. We're not doing fire this time. So Grim Totem, after taking damage, if health is below 3, then deal 3 damage to team. Okay, so that's kind of a Corpse Explosion / Execute, which works pretty well with these. The problem is with Shadow Blast, I don't know if it applies it. Like, if the thing has 7 health and I hit it for 9, does it then still trigger this? I don't know. Might be worth checking out. Ghostblade is cute. It basically turns a gem into the sword, which does leech 2. Which is nice, but I need to worry a little bit about how many things I'm turning into non-colored gems. Ceremonial Dagger is another one where I'm generally not a fan of all values -1. But Simplify does make the bells just better, because they don't have numbers to reduce. I think I'm going to pick up both the dagger and the totem. And we'll see how that works. And I've spent all my money. We'll go have a little conversation. convenient that I have reap targets immediately. So, what webbing does is it makes the gem cost 2 mana to go past, which, as you can imagine, isn't great. Oh, That's... And see, this is where ordering matters. If I try and do it this way, Bolster will cast first before I actually have any summons out. Which, is kind of a no-go. So I think I'm just gonna do this. I really think there's any way. Yeah. I'll just have to cast Bolster next turn. Oh, it does bring her forward. Oh, that actually kind of sucks, because that means that this guy's gonna die. Well, nothing to it. Yeah, I don't actually really like the long shot. I think I'm going to get rid of it. Ooh, this sucks. Simply don't have the mana to do Shadow Blast. Okay, I was wondering about that, if it would still summon in front of her. Yep, this might be it for this run. In fact, it absolutely is. I'm taking more than 8 damage. Yep, long shot was a mistake. All right. Well, now I have a decision to make. It's been an hour. I kind of want to go through a few different games. If people are still super interested in this, I'll keep playing this. Otherwise, I can move on and show off a different game. Alright, you're invested. Let's try a different build. Or, I guess, when you say keep them coming, do you mean keep them coming, like, the games or the runs of this one? Ah, okay. Yeah. Let's, put on some other tunes while I get this set up, because I was not smart and didn't set up multiple different games. Sure. Let's do this one. This is one that I know J-Hit might be kind of interested in. Oh, you know, let me not get myself distracted. And since we just got done playing a Toho adjacent game, let's we can put on some Toho music.
It wasn't the blight that first cursed the tribes of the Helvetii, but a world branded by violence, blood, and pride that brought this young war chief to crave power he neither had nor deserved.
His hunger, his greed, was noticed by another, one even more rapacious. The man named Octavius the Renegade, with honeyed words of glory, bestowed upon him a pact that would break the barriers between the mortals and the divine. But it was naught but deceit. As from the
Apologies, I thought I had turned the sound down on this, but I hadn't. So you probably got your ears blown out by that.
Blind to power, accepted and brazenly went to war, until the day of his greatest battle, when the blessing bloomed into calamity. Corruption spread from him like an ichor from a wound, twisting all in its path.
Alright, so gonna up the game sound a little bit here. Hopefully that is less going to kill you. This is Helvetii. It's an indie game that's sort of a almost side-scrolling character action. It feels a lot like Odin's Sphere, but is sort of a roguelike. This one I've played even less than Witching Stone. Let's do that. All right, how's that sound? So this is Helvetii. Like I said, it's kind of a side-scrolling, character-action-y, roguelike, sort of an Odin sphere. Yeah, I think I wonder if what might happen is it might be one of those games that doesn't respect your sound settings at the very beginning until it actually loads the settings. I'll bump it up a little bit. You've got 3 characters. You can switch between them between different levels. You've got Mage Dude. I guess Mage Lady. You've got Shield Bro. And you've got Foxman. I've really only played Foxman a little bit when I was messing around, because he's kind of like the agile character. So sure, I'll keep playing him, just... But yes. This is...
Sliced.
Very much a game where you are trying to keep your combo going, juggle things.
Not this time.
That's right.
Up we go. Perfect.
And you get ranked, Devil May Cry style. You've got these, food that gives you upgrades, because this is totally not a vanillaware game. Oop.
Sliced. Sliced. Up we go. Up we go. Go.
So J-Hit, this is basically a Devil May Cry, so you're going to have to platinum it, right?
Up we go.
So these are kind of one of the big things that different runs do. You get these different gods that you get the ability to form pacts with. Since I've only done a couple runs, I don't know what most of them do. This guy looks like he's good at breaking poise. Sure. Oh, that's right.
Dead on.
That's how you break shields normally. I'm remembering things.
Come on.
Nope.
Up you go.
I'm sure they deserved that.
Perfect. Go.
And this is me not remembering how to play this game.
Sliced.
Higher crit chance. Sure. Guess that's a sigil? Okay, yeah, it's just a thing that I have.
Slice. Got her nose. Perfect. Perfect. Sliced.
Yeah, you can do some pretty sick combos in this if you're, you know, good, and you're not me.
Come on. Perfect. No, you don't. Up we go. go. Up we go. Ah. Ah. Go. Perfect.
I do need to remember I have access to the spell. I also need to remember to stop jumping into the boss rooms before I've explored everything.
Up we go.
Oh, and if you can hear, you may recognize the singing in this music.
Up we go. Sliced. Perfect. Ah. Come on.
Because, yeah, they got Dale North and Emmy Evans to do the music for this. Oh, nice.
Go.
I wonder if I can parry those. I can. Okay.
Up we
Tech
go.
unlocked.
Up we go. Wahoo! Yeah.
Deal less damage with a chance to set enemies ablaze. Sure. Here you go, Chayla. You can have your fire now. I got a burning sword. I can set enemies on fire now.
anything bothering you?
Go on.
I don't remember what gambling does. That may not have been in the game last time I played. Alright, chat. We rolling high or rolling low? Always low? Got it.
Cubes! Aw, come on!
Oh, I suppose I could have pushed the button that gave me the rules. Oh, and that's the one thing you do. Okay, well. Bye, money. Okay, so I can spend... Got it. Sure. And yeah, this is something, like, you can swap characters between missions. I don't know if they'll force you at some point, because, like, obviously I've only been giving buffs to Renard so far. So, we'll stick with him.
Go!
Still trying to learn the timing on that parry.
Oh, no, you don't. Sliced. Up we go. Sliced. Up we go. Oh, no, you don't. Go.
Looks like there's supposed to be a shop here. Oh, it's up here. Got it. Oh, that would have been nice to have before. HP, strength, and luck. Sure. I guess. An owl after my own heart. That just launched that dude. keys. Oh, right, you can't dash through those guys.
Perfect. Up we go.
Would really like to find a key so I can hopefully get the proc chance of getting the second one. Oh, this is the boss.
Up we go. Not this time. Up we go. Slice.
Oh, I'm slow. Ow. Oh, this slow sucks. I guess Ranky is better than dead? Okay, so yeah, I think you also, like, upgrade your pact. Yeah. I don't use charge attacks too often. Maybe I should start, I suppose. Alright. I do have a lot of that now. Oh, I think he's puffing them. I think that's what's going on here.
Up we go.
I wonder what counts as a high combo for that mana regen. Huh. Hey, got the second key.
Perfect. Counter. Oh, no, you don't. Yo. Come on. Slice. Up we go. Yo.
Huh. Surprised I got an S even after taking some damage there. Alright. Maybe I'll have to actually get good at parrying.
Perfect. Perfect. Up we go. Slice.
Oop. Did not expect that. Oop. Yeah. There. I'll do one more run of this. I'll try out a different character. Oh, that would be nice. Alright. I would be remiss if I didn't try out Bird Lady. Oh, she's a puppet character.
Everball. Go, Kyra.
What did I just do? Whatever it is, it costs me my mana.
Right there.
Oh, geez. Yeah, this is going to be kind of technical.
Go.
Because your moves start from where the Raven is, not from where you are.
Kyra. Go, Kyra.
Although I did just golf swing that wolf.
Have at them! Admirable. I don't think so.
What, you don't approve of me using a bird to golf swing a wolf?
Have at them!
Let's see what this does.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, I can see how that's useful to keep your combos going.
Away!
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Perfect. Over there! Admirable. Away!
Okay, aerial attacks seem like they make a little more sense.
Go, Kyra! Away! Admirable.
Okay, that doesn't last long. You need to charge it more to get anything out of it.
Away! Admirable.
Yeah, this character is interesting. I should probably honestly have done the tutorial. Sure. Having something in front of me might be useful when my bird is not in front of me.
Over there!
Oh. Okay. Oh, and you can just do that while you're moving. Okay. Alright, that seems useful. Wait, was there another one?
Kyra!
Or is that just saying that that was a chest room? Okay.
Away! Oh, please. Right there!
Oh, those home. Oh, so that's how, okay. That's how you keep your combos going when you knock something away or you need to reset the bird's location. Got it. Okay, you can do that while you're charging, too. Oh, that's bad. Oh, I am, like, super dead. Somehow still S. Oh, you don't get healed between. I see. Yeah, I can definitely see the Devil May Cry inspiration here, because, like, there's kind of some of the same ideas from watching J-Hit streams of, like, you know, having, you know, your not a gun to keep your combo going while you're resetting and charging up your abilities, although this requires mana, which I am running out of experimenting. Okay, so if I want to go down, that's an aerial move. Okay, so I need to jump if I want to combo into that. Yeah. Going from Renault to this character is kind of hilarious, because Renault is pretty much just like, stay in the air and juggle forever and you're good, and this is one of the most technical characters I've ever played in a game like this. Which isn't necessarily saying much. I haven't played that many games like this, but, you know, we'll... I should really figure out what that move does. Okay. And you can also do your air dash to get some movement in. Beans. You know, I don't know how many people here... I know J-Hit is, but I don't know how many people here are familiar with SCP-TV. Maybe that's something I'll stream sometime.
Right there! I don't think so.
Oh, I see. Oh, I meant to turn around. That's not good.
Have at them! Get them!
You know, let's see if that reveals anything that I didn't already know. It didn't. I didn't know if there were like secret rooms or something that might show. So that does eat your charge.
Oh, please.
Oh, that cancels projectiles. Oop.
Over there. Go.
Oh, Bird, get up here.
Away! Right there! I don't think so!
I really need to stop mashing sometimes and let the bird reset.
Next to me! Go, Kara! Get them! Go, Kara! Kara!
Did get a couple keys. Let's see what's in this chest before I go. Hey, wings.
What's on your mind?
I mean, he's got a point. Mini dice look like food. Well, I got a bonus for cooking, so let's try cooking.
All right, you two, step back and observe.
Oh, man. Cooking rhythm game.
Well, now that smells good.
Special input on the ground and here next to the... Okay, so it just powers you up and is a Guilty Gear burst. So if I die with any mana, you all have express permission to cry in chat and say that I had burst.
Big arm!
As funny as that would be, I don't think I can afford to lose even more HP. Oh, well, that helps.
Go, Kairos! Over there! Ha! Over there! Have at them! Kairos! Have at them!
Alright, I'm getting the hang of this. I'm going to say, and then just get completely owned by something.
Right there! Have at them!
What's this?
To the Ocio! Get them! Help!
This just has, like, Loot Goblin written all over it. Oh! Or not. It just kills me. Good thing I bought that, that revive. It might happen at some point. It won't be a platinum. That's certainly not happening, but I'm not opposed to the idea.
Elbows!
Oh,
Go, Kairos!
oh, yeah. I have seen you do it. The plats are that bad. Shut up. Alright. Well, it's been about an hour of this. This is about what I gave Witching Stone. I'm definitely interested in coming back to this. This game is a lot of fun, and I'm bad at it, and I want to get better. But it's also been the couple hour mark, so I'm going to leave it here, and I'm going to go, take my stretch break, go grab some water, all that good stuff. I recommend you do the same, and then I'll come back and probably do one more game before I end the night, and we'll take a look at the poll and work from there. Anyway, be back in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. Fresh water, all that good stuff. So, I'm going to do one more game tonight. I want to show off another roguelike that is a little bit more well-known, probably, than the ones I showed off, but still is small, indie, one-person show. Really interesting. So give me a second, I'll get that set up. And this time I will mute the I will mute my desktop audio so that I don't blow your ears out if that's a problem. Okay, that should be an acceptable level of sound. Let me know if I'm lying. Yeah. This one's a little bit more well-known. I guess it's broken out more than I thought. Helvetii had like 28 followers on Twitch, and this apparently has like 700, so... So, this is The Void Rains Upon Her Heart, which is a very strange aesthetically, but really cool bullet hell roguelike that is mostly inspired by Kirby, if you can believe that. It's still in early access. I had originally only planned on playing it a little bit before it came out of early access, but this is one of those single dev passion project style games that has ballooned in scope to the point that I am not entirely sure if it'll ever leave early access. Let's see, when did this come out? When was the release date on this thing? Yeah, the release date was February 14th, 2018. And it is still in early access. And, like, super active development early access. The last patch of this game happened 2 days ago. And I have played about 30 hours of it, and I have only scratched the surface. And that was my Windows noise. Sorry, not sorry. To give an idea of, like... Also, yes, 30 hours, 30% completion, and that's not an hour per percent. There's all kinds of different modes. I'm just gonna do story right now, not really show it off, but just to give you an idea of how much stuff there is. There's a lot. You won't get a whole lot of story because I've already done it. But basically the idea is you're this alien creature who wakes up every morning having forgotten everything from the past, and there is a void rain of some sort happening that makes everyone forget everything, and all of these monsters are afraid of you, and you are going out to love them into friendship with you in an attempt to go and love the void itself. So basically you pick a monster, and it shows you what they will give you. That menu I was in before that shows all of the different like gifts and things. If I hadn't spent resources, I would not know what that is, which is why this is a question mark, because it's probably something I've gotten before, but I haven't spent the resource to quote-unquote radiate it, so I have forgotten what it is. So it's that, or that, and that. I'm gonna go with this one. And you have all your bullet hell niceties. One of the big things about it is you can see that the things that I'm hitting specifically are flashing. Enemies have breakable parts, and you get points for doing that. And also down at the bottom, there is that combo counter, which if you go too long without hitting the boss or you get hit, it turns the combo you've gotten into points, and you get a pretty massive bonus if you get a full combo on them, which can be fairly difficult to do. You've got charge shots, which are particularly good at breaking things, but the problem is while you're charging, you're not shooting, so you have to be careful that you don't charge too long or else you'll drop your combo. And each boss scales based on, like, the level. So these will start out fairly easy and will continue to get harder. Panic attacks are your bombs, basically. And these are the resources you spend on a lot of different things. Also, as you fight the higher level monsters when you have the choice, that will set the new, like, baseline for the level, which is something that I want to do because what I'm trying to do requires me to get to the boss with it being at least level 12. So when I have a choice that isn't, like, a huge difference in what I get, I'm gonna take the higher level enemy. And one of the things that is probably the most difficult part of this game is that outside of certain abilities, you don't regenerate health between fights. So getting hit is generally a pretty bad thing. Another thing is you see those little, like, stars to the top left of the monster card. Those are the dreams. Every monster, I think, has 2 of them. And those are kind of your unlocks and achievements, basically. And some of them are pretty hard and almost require you to go in and do it in the, like, training / score attack mode. So that'll get me a heal. Something. That'll also get me a heal. But I'm going to be dumb and do this one because I have a dream I can work towards. Those stay there. Yeah, like this one. Defeat them with 100% full combo while breaking all 8 of their shell parts. That's not happening right now. Sure. Sure. Also, this one is, if you're familiar at all with Kirby, you can see the inspiration here. But are you a fan of Zero too? Okay, that's a good one. And, like, I have some room to grow. So I don't need to go up to level 10 right away. Although I could just finish that off, probably. What do you get me? No, I think I'm going to go with this. That blot of paint is good. Oh, yeah. Not going to go for that. So, the mechanic here is, that these golden areas are safe zones, and if I spend too long outside of them, I take damage. Like, it resets after going back in. It's not like a permanent thing, but I have to be careful how long I spend moving around. Darn. Yes, over time, as you love the different types of monsters, they give you various events that are gifts. I don't know what any of these are, so I'm just going to take this one. Alright, sure. That's a 3-star gift. I'm just gonna take that one. I was not paying enough attention. I don't know what I actually did during that. Probably had something to do with that panic attack. Well, I'll take that. I was afraid I'd use too many panic attacks, but I didn't. So basically this lets me put gift in, and that thing that happened at the start of the run will let me start a run with one of these. Let's see. Do I not care about any of these? Sure. Oh, those are tutable as a single pen attack. All right. I mean, that's really good. Oh, but it has a burden. That's also really good, but I'm gonna go with the one that gets me meta progression because I'm a dumbass. I didn't look at that. Does this tell me? Okay. Oh, alright. Don't use panics. Got it. Oop, that's a mistake. That is a lot more bleed than I was expecting. That's not good. This might just kill me. Whew. So that lasts for 3, I might as well just use it. I think you get up to 2+ from where you're currently at for the boss. But I probably shouldn't risk it and just go with this, especially since that's... Yeah, those are good gifts for this anyway, so... I didn't absorb enough. Oh well. Oh, there's only one battle left, so I don't really care about this. Sure. That's probably good. Oh, a new rainbow petal. Nice. Oh, one of these. So this is a special stage that can only show up if you have too many panic attacks. I'm definitely not doing that one. I don't want to deal with a 3-star burden. Sure. Oof. This is a lot. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting out of this without using panic attacks. Oh, well. I don't know if I'm getting out of this at all, honestly. Whew. That's gonna make the final boss spicy, though. alright. I'm sure this will be fine. I don't think this will be fine, but you know. So the thing about the shiny monsters is they're weird. You want to absorb their bullets. Oh, that's actually true. I don't think they do any damage. I think the one time I did die to one of these, it was because I had a really weird burden effect going. I probably didn't need to use that gift. Oh well. I mostly just need to not be dumb and run directly into them. Like I just about did. What? I didn't mean to... Oh, right, I think those panic attacks, you're forced to use one. Well, really should have kept the heal ability. Oh, alright, good. Yeah, because I want this rainbow petal. Because that's kind of a sort of meta progression thing. Alright. Final boss time. that was basically my best run of this ever. And that is one aspect of the void reigns upon her heart. But yeah, there's 4 characters. None of the story is completely done. There's like this altered story, which is like the characters, but they each have different aspects. There's this towers mode that I don't really know what it is. There's endless mode. There's quick play, which is surprisingly robust, where you're basically trying to score attack each of these monsters. Actually, let's go in and... Oh, I don't have any blue. Sure. Let's try... Let's see. You get... Oh, there goes that. Yeah, this mode you select a bunch of powers, and if you get penalized if you try and select too much, so you can't go ham with it. But then you try and combo as much as you can, break as much as you can. And you get ranked at the end, and a lot of the ranks are surprisingly tiny. one panic. Whoops. Whoop. And yeah, you rank up just based on how many of these medals you get from every monster, so you can spend a lot of time here. I haven't really scratched the surface of it too much. I say realizing I've done 85 of them, but still not that many. But yeah, I think this game is real cool. But yeah, I think that's all that I'm gonna have for this game tonight. Let's take a quick look at the poll. All right. Add yet another capture to this Frankenstein of a scene. Oh. Huh, that's interesting. I suppose I should actually get rid of that and just add a display capture. All right. Well, with 4 votes, thank you everyone for voting. Well, it looks like y'all enjoyed the run-based grab bag, so I'll definitely keep doing more of that. Probably not quite as often switching. I'll probably pick a game more often to, or pick a game maybe 2 in a night. I mostly just kind of wanted to show off a few different things to give a taste of the kind of stuff I had in mind. With Retro in a close second, which, yeah, I'll probably start something as my next longer project. Baroque would kind of fit both of these to a point, because it's a very strange sort of pseudo-roguelike. But there's definitely a few different things I have in mind for that. And this isn't going to be something that will 100% dictate everything I do. It's just I kind of wanted to get a quick, temperature check on the things that people were interested in. So, all right. I'll keep that in mind and use that to plan my next stream. And I'll definitely keep doing it on Tuesday nights. I'm going to see if I can work another night into my schedule, even if it's a bit shorter. Because I would like to spend a little bit of time working on the Pseudo Regalia speedrun, especially since there is the new route, but I can also do a lot of that offline on my own time. But yeah. Thanks everyone for coming out, and we'll have to see where the stream evolves from here.